Welcome back on the mat. Today we dive into an intense 17-minute core flow session. Our session today will be split into 3 rounds. The first 2 rounds will have flows with holds, and the last power round is where we stitch flow 1 and flow 2 without any holds. We will have a minute break between each round, which you can choose to take or prolong as much as you need. We start the round at the top of the mat. You may choose to use a block today to do some of our balancing poses. And then we take a round of breath as we stand straight, tall and strong. Inhale, swing your hands behind you, interlace your fingers as you drive your fist downwards towards the mat, hips descending in a bound chair. Hold here for a few breaths, chest lifting up, look up. And then exhale, hinge forward in a bound forward fold. Belly touching your thigh, driving your fist up and over as much as possible. Inhale, look up. Step your left foot back in a lunge. Rest your chest on your right knee, and then exhale, drop your head as we meet in a humble warrior. Hold here for a few breaths. Keep driving that bound fist up and over. And then inhale, look up, hands to the mat, peel your right arm up as we twist towards the right side in a twisted lunge. Hold here for a few breaths. And then exhale, hands to the mat, framing your front foot. Inhale, lift your chest and your arms up in a high lunge or a warrior 1 pose. Exhale, slowly hinge forward, taking your right hand to the very top of the mat, launching your back leg off. Inhale, twist your torso towards the left side as we meet in a half moon. You may choose to use a block under your right hand for a bit of height and stability. Engage your core, dorsiflex your back foot. And then exhale, drop your back foot to the back of the mat. Descend your hips down as we meet in a side lunge. You may choose to keep your palms meeting at heart center or use the mat as support. Flex the extended leg foot. And then inhale, drop your left hand to the mat, right hand to your ear. Lift your hips up and then exhale, kick your extended leg out in a side kick through. Hold here for a few breaths. Inhale, kick back to a side lunge. Exhale, slide to the middle in a wide squat. And then inhale, slide to a side lunge on the other side. Exhale here. And then inhale, ground your right hand to the mat, left hand to your ear. Lift your hips up. And then exhale, kick your right leg out front in a side kick through. Hold here for a few breaths. Lifting that hip off the mat. Inhale, kick your right leg back in a side lunge. Exhale here. Inhale, take your left hand to the top of the mat as we prepare to go into a half moon on the other side. Launch your back leg up into a 90-degree angle. Peeling your right arm open. Chest opening to the right side, lifting that back leg. Stay strong, balance. And then exhale, both hands to the mat. Drop your back foot to the back of the mat as you square your hips. Inhale, lift that chest up, hands up in a high lunge or warrior pose. Exhale, hands down to the mat, framing the front foot. Inhale, lift your left arm up as we turn towards the left side in a twisted lunge. Hold here for a few breaths. Exhale, hand on the mat. Inhale, swing both your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, lifting that fist up and over as much as possible. And exhale into a humble warrior pose. Inhale, look up. Step your back foot to meet your front foot, and then exhale in a bound forward fold. Inhale, lift your chest up, keeping that bind drawing that fist downwards in a bound chair. Lift that chest up, look up, and then exhale to a standing position. See you in the next round. Get ready for round 2. Welcome to round 2. Since we left off at the back of the mat, we'll start here now. Take a round of breath and then inhale, send your arms up, straight back. Exhale, swan dive into a fully forward fold. Belly touching your thigh, hand resting beside your feet, head hanging between your knees. Inhale, lift up to a halfway lift, back parallel to the mat, fingers reaching for the mat. And then exhale, ground your hands, step or jump back to plank and descend into a low staff, elbows hugging your ribs. Inhale, slide up to up dog. And then exhale to beast, knees floating off the mat as you come into position. When you're ready, inhale, lift your right hand towards your right ear and then kick your left leg out towards the right and swing it up towards your hip level. Keep your hips lifted off the mat as high as possible and then exhale to beast. Inhale, lift your right hand to right ear again, step your right foot up and kick your left leg out front and up. Hold your left toe with your right hand. And then exhale, back to beast and then loaded beast, chest pressing towards your thighs. Inhale, lift your left hand towards your left ear, kick your right leg out and swing it up to hip level. Hold here for a few breaths. Exhale, back to beast. Inhale, lift your left hand to left ear again, step your left foot up, kick your right foot out and up, holding your right toe with your left hand. Hold here for a few breaths. And then exhale, back to beast, then loaded beast, and then we meet in down dog. Chest pushing towards your thighs, heels towards the mat, and when you're ready, inhale, step your right foot towards your left wrist and left foot towards your right wrist in a cross, sending your hips down to the mat. Uncross your legs, extend those feet in front of you and slowly recline back onto the mat. And then inhale, send both your legs up into a 90-degree angle, the soles of your feet facing up to the sky. And then exhale, we're going to slowly send both our feet out towards the right side. With control, heels kiss the ground and then inhale, lift them back up to center, but this time lifting your lower spine off the mat as well. Hold here for a few breaths. And then exhale, roll your spine back down onto the mat, send both your feet out towards the left side, kiss the ground, and then inhale back to center, this time lifting your entire lower body off the mat. Push into the mat with your hands and forearms for counterbalance. And then exhale, slowly roll back on the mat. this time sending your feet out towards the right, kiss the ground, and inhale back to center, lifting your torso off the mat. Hold here for a few breaths. Exhale, slowly roll back onto the mat, sending your feet now back to the left side, heels kiss the ground. Inhale, now lift all the way up into a shoulder stand. Roll yourself all the way onto your shoulders. Send your hands to your lower back for support. Stack your hips over your shoulders. Your legs send straight up to the sky, toes pointed. And then exhale, slowly roll back one vertebra at a time onto the mat. Send your legs down with control. And then fully relax. I'll see you on the other side of the minute break. Get ready to stitch flow 1 and flow 2 without any holes. Take a round of breath at the top of the mat, and then inhale, send your hands behind, interlace your fingers as we descend in bound chair. Exhale, hinge forward into a bound forward fold. Inhale, look up, send your left foot back in a lunge, and exhale, drop your head in a humble warrior. Inhale, look up, ground your hands, send your right arm up as we twist in a twisted lunge to the right side. Exhale, ground your hands. Inhale, lift your chest and arms up as we meet in a warrior pose. Exhale, hinge forward. Take your right hand up to the top of the mat. Launch your back leg off as we twist towards the left side in a half moon, lifting your chest and left arm up. Exhale, come down into a side lunge. Palms meeting at heart center. Inhale, ground your left hand to the mat, right hand to right here, lift your hips, and then exhale, kick your left leg out in a side kick through. Inhale, back to side lunge. Exhale, slide over to a wide squat, palms meet at heart center, and then inhale to a side lunge on the other side. Exhale here. Inhale, ground your right hand to the mat, left hand to left ear. Lift your hips up, and exhale, kick your right leg out to the side and a side kick through on the other side. Inhale, back to a side lunge. Send your left hand to the far end of the mat. Turn over, and then launch your back foot off the mat into a 90-degree angle with your front leg. Twist open towards the right side in a half moon. Exhale, come down into a lunge. And then inhale, lift your chest and arms up in a warrior one pose. Exhale, hinge forward, hands meet the mat. Inhale, peel your left arm open, twisting towards the left in a twisted lunge. Exhale, back to the mat. Inhale, swing both your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, and exhale, drop your head in humble warrior. Inhale, look up, step your back foot to meet your front foot, and exhale in a bound forward fold. Inhale, slowly lift up, keep your hips low in a bound chair. Exhale to a standing position. Take a round of breath here, and then inhale, send your arms up, straight back. Exhale, swan dive into a fully forward fold, belly resting on your thighs, hands beside your feet. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, ground your hands on the mat, step or jump back to plank, and then down to a low staff, elbows hugging your ribs. Inhale, slide up to up dog. Exhale to beast, bend your knees as you come into position. When you're ready, lift your right hand to your right ear and then kick your left leg out towards the right side and swipe it up to hip level. Exhale, back to beast. Inhale, step your right foot up, making space with your right hand, kicking your left leg out front and up. Exhale, back to beast, and then push your chest towards your thighs in loaded beast. Inhale, left hand to left ear, kick your right leg out to the left side, swiping it up to hip level. Exhale, back to beast. Inhale, step your left foot up, making space with your left hand, kick your right foot out front and up. And then exhale, back to beast, push your chest towards your thighs in loaded beast. And then we meet in down dog, pushing your chest towards your thighs again. Inhale, step your right foot towards your left wrist, left foot towards your right wrist, send your hips down to the mat, extend your legs out, and then slowly recline back onto the mat fully. Inhale, send your legs up into a 90-degree angle. And then exhale, send your heels out towards the right side. Kiss the ground as you inhale back up to center, lifting your lower spine off the mat. Exhale, roll down, sending your heels to the left side, kiss the ground. Inhale back to center, lifting your entire lower body off the mat. Exhale down to the mat, sending heel to the right, kissing the floor. Inhale to center, lifting your torso off the mat. And then exhale, slowly roll down, sending your legs to the left for the last time. Touch the ground and inhale, slowly roll up to a full shoulder stand. Hips stacked over your shoulder, hands giving your lower back support. And then exhale, slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. And then your legs follow with control. Once your heels touch the mat, relax completely. Take a few resting breaths before you get into your cool down. And I'll see you around the bend.